you guys. Like Amberlynn says, hi you guys. Well, anyway, today I just remembered that I had a previous weight loss goal that said if I got to 175, I was gonna buy myself a bike so I can ride in the park. Something I've been wanting to do. And I just realized, hey, I made it to 175 last week. So let's go get that bike. So I'm about to go to Wally World, that's what I call Walmart, and see if I can find me a bike that's already put together, because I don't feel like putting together a bike. So we'll go over there, see if I can find a bike. If I find one, I might try to ride in the park. The thing is, I have no idea if I can really ride well, because I haven't really rode a bike in years, really. I mean, I rode a little bit not long ago, but anyway, I want to see how this goes. So I'm going to go to Wally World, see if I can find me a bike, and if I do, I might be riding today. It's very, very hot here in New Orleans. I know it's already like over 80 degrees. So if I do this, I'm gonna be really hot, and I'm wearing black jeans. So, but anyway, it should be a lot of fun if I can get this to work. If I can find me a bike, if I can fit it in this car, and bring it to the park. So I'm listening to myself and I'm thinking I'm sounding really, really monotone. I don't know how to, this is why, oops, there you go. This is why I usually use artificial voices in my videos, because I tend to mumble. Even if I had planned a script, I mumble and I sometimes don't sound that interesting. But anyway, since I'm going to start vlogging myself, when you actually see me, I guess I'm gonna use my real voice, and this is my real voice. And hey, I don't always sound all that interesting, but if people watch, people watch. If people don't watch, people don't watch. Oh well. But anyway, while I'm driving to Walmart, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I am almost 47 years old. I will be 47 next month. Since in May of 2021, I reached my highest weight of 291. I'm only like 5'2". Really, I'm really 5'2", 2.5". Sometimes I'm gonna say 5'2". Sometimes I say 5'3". But anyway, so I'm about the same height as Amber. My highest weight was May 2021, which I made 291. That was the biggest I've ever been in my entire life. I would say most of my 40s, I have been over 200 pounds. Usually around 240 to 260 most of my 40s. So this is the first time I've been under 200 pounds in quite some time. I used to weigh this weight. I am now 175. I think I weighed that probably my early 30s, and I also weighed this about the size when part of my 20s. I was around the size, but anyway, this is not my smallest weight by any means. Smallest weight in a long time, yes. Is it the smallest I've ever been in my life? No. The smallest I've ever been in my life was around 125. I did make it to 125 in my early 20s. In my second year of college, I had lost a lot of weight. I purposely, by working out a lot and eating better, and I had got to 125. I gotta show some pictures of how I used to look, because you would never recognize me. But anyway, right now I'm at 175 fully dressed. Down from 291, so I'm down over 100 pounds. It's been steadily going down. Every month or so, I'm a few more pounds lower. I will say that I do use GLP-1 medicines. I initially was on Ozempic, and I did Wegovy, and then now I'm on Mounjaro. I will have to get to the point where I can maintain my weight without Mounjaro, because the insurance company is cutting me off. They're no longer saying they're covering anything people take for weight loss, and I was taking it for weight loss, so it's like that. I will say I did go off of it last month. Well, about a little over last month, a little before month before last. No, since when I found out that they were gonna take me off of it, I did go off of the medicine, even though I had a 3-month supply left. I went off the medicine. I was off for like 6 weeks. I did gain like 2 pounds. And I freaked out and I went back to the medicine. But now that I think about it and how fast the little 2 pounds went back off, I really overreacted. I gained 2 pounds because I really did overeat 1 week. And if I didn't do that, I probably would have been okay. But I decided I'm just going to go on and stay on the medicine at least to my birthday. So I can help me get to at least 165. That is actually my high school weight. And so I'm going to keep on it for then. And then I'll have to learn how to maintain without it, which is not going to be easy, but it's life. I will say that the weeks I went off of it, it was more, I was hungry, but I was dealing with it pretty well. I was making sure that I had large portions of veggies with my meals to help keep me full, and also I was making sure I was drinking water. But then that 1 week I didn't really do all my goals, and that is what caused that 2 pound gain. And actually, to be off it for 6 weeks and only gain 2 pounds, that is not that bad. I should have just kept going and just said, I'm gonna fix this and fix it. But anyway, now I made my decision. I'm going to stay on this for like the end of August, and then I'm going to try again to keep it together. But anyway, I'm at Walmart. Now let me go in here and see if I can find me a bike. See you later. So I bought a little cheap bike from Wally World. And now I'm debating if I'm going to go home and try it out first or go straight to the park and try it out. I honestly am not even sure I still can ride a bike. I mean, I know they say that you always can do it. I don't know if that's true or not. I've never been really good at bike riding. I just enjoy it. I used to enjoy it years ago, especially before I had kids. Me and my ex-husband used to ride a lot. I don't even remember how to stop a bike. There we go. I'm not even sure how to do the brakes. And I hope there's not a lot of people at the park right now, because, especially not a lot of bike riders, because I don't know why I can't get this thing to stay straight. As you can tell, I am not a vlogger. I don't know how they do this stuff, how they get the camera to stay on their dashboard right. Or maybe I just have a cheap thing on here. Now I'm kind of sideways, but at least I'm staying on there. So I'm not even sure how to ride a bike, but I'm gonna try. I really think I need to up my exercise game. I am a member of a gym. The last 2 weeks or so, though, I have not been going, which is bad. But I want to find more and more ways to have fun and exercise. So I'm going to try this. See how it goes. See if I can. I do enjoy walking at the park. I do that. I was doing that a lot. But I want to try to see if I can bike ride. It's something different, and it's something fun I can do also during the 4th of July. Oh, in the store. I want to mention this because Amber always talks about fat phobia. Okay, I have been a very large girl and I have been a very small girl, and right now I'm large, but I'm not unusually large. I'm more of a normal sized person. Well, I would say an average sized person. I mean, you can see people around like my current size. You see people my size all the time, so it doesn't cause people to stare at me as much. And especially this is Louisiana, so we're a fat city anyway. But I will say, even from the 290 to the 170, or even to the 180, I am treated differently. I've talked to my therapist about that, and she was saying maybe it's because you're more confident. Let me just tell you, I'm not. I know she's trying to convince me that I am, but I'm a very, very shy person, and I will totally avoid people's eyes. I try my best not to look at them in the face. I mean, if I'm working, I have to purposely not do that and put on a facade. But when in my personal life, I'm always looking down. I'm not really looking at people. And I was doing that at 290 and I do that at 175. But I will say, people act like they see me more now. I mean, before I would act like I wasn't there. People would also act like I'm not there. Now I walk around, I act like I'm not, try to act like I'm on my own little world and I'm not really there. But people will talk to me more at this size than other sizes. I know my therapist is trying to convince me it's in my mind, but believe me, I know the difference. I've been through this weight loss game before, and I've lost a lot of weight, and I saw people treating me differently. I am not as small as I was then when I lost and I got down to 125. I was really treated very, very different then. But even the difference I had from 290 to where I'm at right now, people talk to me. Even I try to avoid talking to them, and they talk to me. And when I was trying to put this bike in the trunk, you see the bike in the back, I got it in there. I was trying to put that in there, and this guy said, "Excuse me, ma'am, do you need me to help you with that?" And I'm not saying that would necessarily never happen in my previous size, but I will tell you, I know from experience, people see me now and people do try to help me. Or if I'm walking around a store, let's say guys, I don't think I yet attract the guys that I'm attracted to yet. I don't know. But I will say guys that I'm not quite attracted to, but not bad looking, will find reasons to talk to me, and even just little pleasantries. I haven't said people begging me for my phone number, but I have they talk to me in general. Like say, "How you doing today? How's your Easter?" And it's not Easter time, by the way. This is in a few days is 4th of July. I have to add that because I know Amber does that craziness, or she always where it seems like she's always faking when time is. Well, I can tell you right now, today is July 2nd. It's Sunday, etc., etc. I am not faking dates. This is really July. I can also tell you about the shirt I have on. For a while, I was buying myself a new little t-shirt every time I worked out at least 4 times that week. And that was really encouraging me to exercise more. But now all of a sudden I just fell off. I got to get back into that. And hopefully, this is one of the last shirts I bought. No, I bought one after this. But anyway, I just buy little cheap little fun little shirts out of the men's department at Walmart. It's not expensive. It's just, I like it. I'm nerdy like that. And I like little t-shirts. I don't look good in t-shirts. I will say that because, especially after losing 100 pounds, you get these arms. So it's not that attractive. But in 80-degree weather, actually my car right now is saying it's 90 degrees now outside. Okay, I'm going to wear short sleeves. I'm not going to let you see my legs. I'm still going to wear gotta get over it. I gotta get over it. If anybody gonna look at it and see I got, loose arms, tough, But I will say I look skinnier when I wear long sleeves and I cover that up, because my body itself is not very large. I mean, I'm not small, but I'm definitely not unusually large. I mean, I am large for sure, but I'm not unusually so. And when I wear long sleeve shirts, people always tell me, "Oh wow, you look like you lost even more weight." No, I just covered up my big fat arms. And my arms are like that because, as I said, I lost over 100 pounds. My arms used to be so much huger, so much bigger, and now they're just really. I have a lot of. It's still got fat on my arms for sure, but it's also a lot of loose skin on there, and also loose skin on my legs too. And my stomach, I do not have a big apron stomach like a lot of people do when they lose weight, because I've never really had a lot of fat in my stomach. It looks funny. There's a funny little look of my stomach that you could tell that there is fat loss there, but it's not a big hanging thing. It's just ugly. I don't think, I'll debate if I will show y'all later what that looks like, but it's not hanging or anything. It's just, well, it hangs a little bit, but it's not a big apron stomach like I was praying to God I did not get. Well, I did not get that. I did not get a big apron stomach, but it doesn't look quite normal to me. It has a funny look to it, like, I don't know, but it's nothing hanging. And if I wear even a simple, I can still wear form-fitting clothes in that area for sure. And I know that's a problem for some people when they lose weight, but that's not one of my problem areas. My problem area is my arms and legs. My arms and legs both have a loose skin kind of thing. I still have some fat there also. I am trying to lose some more weight, but it's not covered up. I think I look pretty good. Some things I've noticed since I've lost weight. I don't think you can see it right now. Not really. Not in this car anyway. I can see my bones up here, which is interesting. My face looks totally different. I'm looking a little goofy right now because I'm wearing my little at-home glasses. But my face looks a lot different than it did at 290. Actually, I'll tell you, my highest weight exactly was 291.9, I believe. I am not quite that big anymore. As I said, I'm only like 175. Can't get that glare. Get rid of that glare from right there. I'm hoping to get to 165 for my birthday. That'd be the best gift I can give myself on my 47th birthday, is to weigh what I weighed when I got married at 20. I don't even remember when I got married. It was in my early 20s. Maybe 24, 25. I think I looked it up. I'm divorced, by the way, but I know as in other women, I've had a weight problem always. I've always gained and lost weight, just like Amber. Usually when I take off weight, I keep it off longer than Amber, which is, I don't want this to be dogging on Amber, but I am an Amber Lynn Reed fan. I get fan. Oh no, you could say I'm a hater, because she always thinks people are hating on her when they criticize when she does crazy stuff. But I've been watching her for years. Anyway, my experience with losing and gaining weight. When I lose weight, usually I take it off slowly. Usually comes off, slowly within 2 or 3 years it'll come on. Usually I'll maintain that for like 2 or 3 years, and then that's usually when the weight gain starts, and that's when I'm going to try my best to avoid this time going around. But anyway, even when I lose weight naturally, I usually lose it slowly. I usually lose like, maybe 40 pounds a year, and it'll just keep, in the next year I do another 40 pounds. I usually lose it slow and also usually keep it off a while. Then I slowly gain by just going back to my habits, bad habits. My sister asked me recently, so you did all this work to get this weight off again. You gonna keep it off this time? And I told her the truth. I don't know. And she said, you're gonna do all that work and you're gonna gain it back? I said, well, you think last time I did all this work, do you think I purposely say, well, you know what, I'm just gonna gain weight now. I don't want to be thin anymore. I just want to be fat. No, it's just, it gets more difficult. You would think it'd be easier to keep off weight, and some people will claim that to be that way, but for me personally, the keeping off part is the hardest part, because when I lose weight, let me just tell you one thing, I don't deny myself very much, and I still don't. Right now, it works because I'm taking GLP-1 medicines, so it takes all the fun out of eating. So I don't really think, and I don't think about food at all. I do meal prep my lunches. Even when I went off, I was still meal prepping my lunches. That's something I'm very proud of, you guys. I'm very, very proud of the fact that I cook my own food. Maybe I sound just like Amber, but I have been cooking, I would say, at least 90% of my food. It's been at least about 5 or 6 months. I'm not gonna claim something because I did it a few days, okay? It's been several months, probably since about January when I bought this new car. I started doing that because I said I need to start saving money because this car is more expensive than my other car. And then after I started doing it, I really, really liked it because I only cook the foods I like to eat, number one. I only eat the foods I like, and I'm also making them healthy. I watch a lot of YouTube videos of people that are cooking, doing healthy meal preps. I just copy them. And sometimes I do it my own thing. Like my own thing is I really liked roasted chicken thighs, and I'll do a little bit of rice with it and some veggies. I do that often. I know it's kind of boring, but that's just my go-to because it's fast and easy for me to make that. Because it's so fast to season up, put a little olive oil on my chicken thighs and some really good seasoning. I'm not going to eat no nasty stuff, okay? I really like Chef Poudon's, I think that's his name. I know he's passed away, but Chef Poudon's Chicken Magic. Put olive oil, put that on there, put it in the oven. 40 minutes later, you're finished. And that's my main part of my main dish, and then I just add some little sides. I don't do anything fancy. That's what I eat most of the time. But if I'm not doing that, I'm watching some YouTube videos or some really good meal prep ideas, and I'll just do that. And I have no problems eating the same lunch like 4 days in a row. It doesn't really bother me at all. I usually make 5. For the 5th day, that's a little bit harder to make myself eat it. So sometimes I'll do 2 different meal preps at once, so then I'll have some variety. But then a lot of times I don't feel like cooking it. So sometimes I do 5 of the same thing. The 5th day is discipline. Days 1 to 4 is just, I don't mind eating the same thing 4 days in a row. When I was on fast food, I was eating the same thing 5 days in a row, pretty much. I would go down the street to Wendy's and order the same doggone food every day. So I have no problem eating the same thing. That doesn't bother me at all. Amber really should try is doing actual recipes, because you really want your food to taste almost as good as if you went to fast food. That's one of her problems. When she wants to go back to I'm cooking my own food, her food looks nasty every time. I mean, of course it's going to lead to a binge because she's depriving herself of different flavors and different, and you also got to make it look appetizing, especially when you're not on GLP-1 medicines, because you start getting back to, it's enjoying. So, excuse me while I back in. So I'm gonna get the bike out and see if I can ride. Well, this is the adventure. Bye, y'all. So I finished one lap around on the bike. Taking a break now. This is my second lap. Taking a quick little break by the lake, by the whatever you want to call this, and kind of worn out. That was only 1.7 miles, but I am still so proud of myself for making myself get out here and doing it, because I was kind of nervous because I haven't rode a bike in a long time. But I still can ride. It's not that hard. But I'm so proud that I'm choosing to not live in fear and doing things I really want to do. I really wanted to ride a bike in the park, and I did it. Kind of worn out right now, sorry, but never said I was in that good a shape, but I'm getting there. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm about to go do my other... Oh, by the way, let me show you the view. Well, you can't really... I'm going to flip the camera around better so you can see the ducks and everything. It's very relaxing. Good to get out. Talk to y'all later. I'm finishing up my meal prep for the week. This is teriyaki chicken thighs over some cauliflower rice, cauliflower stir fry, I guess fried cauliflower rice with veggies in it. And I'm just trying to put some, I'm holding this thing so it's hard to do this at the same time. I'm trying to just drizzle a little sriracha on top of each one. So, anyway, it's just teriyaki chicken thighs. I put on the Ninja Foodie Grill. And then I did some cauliflower rice, microwaved it, then put it on the grill, put it in a skillet. And, I'm gonna have to do this part off camera because I'm not getting good. But anyway, I basically just put the cauliflower rice into the skillet, put a bag of veggies in it, and this is my meal prep. I always meal prep my lunches for work. I don't know why I could not find the fifth circle container, so I got one square container. But anyway, so this is 5 lunches, healthy, but not too much deprivation for me. But anyway, so that's what I got.